And welcome back for this first extreme guide. Fight starts slowly with icicles doing curved AoEs in two patterns. You can either start on the side of the second one, appearing, and following it past the center of the arena, or do like me, and start, whatever the pattern is, on one side, and dodge, but with sprint. As the story suggests, Valigarmanda masters 3 elements. The first phase will always be fire, but the last 2 are random between thunder and ice. During each phase, player will receive up to 3 debuffs. Fire is a light party stack targeting healers. Ice is a move or freeze debuff. Thunder is spread. Terrain enhances the debuffs, and so fire stack in fire phases are done 3 times in a row instead of 1. Phase will also incorporate arena events. The fire phase will use volcanoes from each side. Always run away from the erupting one. Finally, the boss may use 3 stances. Wind circles, it's a donut living mid-safe. Beak open, it's a conal AoE. And strength with the pause in front. It's a large point-blank AoE larger than the hitbox. In fire phase, these stances has to be resolved as pairs of support and DPS. Alright, let's see in action. So here we can see the volcano on the right, we move away from it. Be careful because there will be little areas under your feet. Now you can see the strength plus pairs. Now you will see the wind plus pairs. Remember, it's a donut. And finally you will see the beak open plus pairs. So on each side there is 2 pairs. Okay, now there will be a specific mechanic to this phase, which is a tower that has to be taken by tanks. Alternatively, one to the other, because there is a vulnerability. But the most important thing is for the party to be behind the tank, knowing the boss will move. So as you saw, you move to the right, and then you move to the left. So you can highlight his hitbox to make sure, and this will repeat a lot of times, and then there will be the fire stack. So as you know, since we are in fire phase, there will be 3 fire stacks. You can do the second stack a bit more toward mid, and it will help healers. After this fire phase, the boss will cast Ruin Foretold. This is spawning 3 beacons that you have to DPS before the boss enrages. So you can start outward and go to mid or the opposite. The idea is that you are spread in light parties because there are line shares in the meantime. And be careful not to move quickly away from your group, or else you will. Let's talk about the ice phase now. Ice debuffs will always target tanks and be defamations. Big tank busters AoEs that should go away from the group. As light parties happen at the same time, they will be resolved with only 3 members. No one else has ice debuffs, but the boss will sometimes cast freezing dust, forcing everyone to move when he does. Like in normal mode, Avalanche will cover half the arena coming from either southeast or southwest. And finally, ice structures will appear and explode after a brief delay in a star-shaped pattern. And so we'll see in action the ice phase. So it starts with fire stacks plus defamation on tanks that have to be far away. You can see the size of the AoE. Could be a bit closer to us, I guess. The boss will follow with an avalanche, come from southeast. We dodge it, but he also does one mechanic. So here it's wind, so middle is safe. So there's no pairs anymore. It's only for fire phase, so you just can be middle, and then ice structures exploding in star-shaped pattern. So you always go on the side opposite to the one in front. So here it was west, so we go east. And you have a little time to adjust for the safe spot. So here we go on, we have to cross. It will be near A, vaguely, yeah. If you get caught, you can be freed by your teammates. And then there will be icicles again, just like in the first phase. You can either follow the detonation after the first two, or you can wait on one side and sprint, dodge the avalanche, and the icicles, not like me. And then there is the freezing dust that I talked about, so you have to move until the end, and it targets everyone. So there is no debuffs, but you have to move. Finally, for the Thunder phase. Fire stack will be normal and can be resolved anywhere. Lightning debuffs are to be resolved away from the windy tiles, and can't be resolved on the same tile either. Multiple strikes on one tile would be deadly. Leave the front row to melees. Ice debuff should go on windy tiles to not take unnecessary damage. Windy tiles will also serve for one mechanic where the boss cleaves the whole arena. Being on one is then necessary. Finally, every time the boss will cast a stance mechanic, donut, cone, or point blank, you will leave latent AoE under your feet. Swiftly move away from the safe spots. Okay, and finally the Thunder phase, so the fire stacks are easy. You can solve them on the windy tiles, doesn't matter, as long as you're on the same. And then plumes, so feathers. You go away from them, and you will rotate, so a lot of mitigations and heals are needed. Scholar was very good here because now you can heal instantaneously. And then you have to kill one. So you can kill this one, this is the second one, or the first one. The rotation can be in either side. And then the boss will target every plumes, but you killed one, right? For Thunder debuff resolution, so one tile each. If you're on the same tile as another debuff, you will die. And then here it has beak open, we go on the side, and we move away. You see, because we leave latent AoE, so you have to move away after each mechanic from the boss, so beak, pose, or wind. So there is one line that is safe, and you also have to be on the windy tile because the boss cleaves the whole arena. Remember that. Second phase, there will be a 1 tower, 2 tanks, and then a shift. And after the third phase, there will also be some stuff before the Enrage. And congratulations, good luck on your clear, and good luck for the mount. Should you have found this guide useful, please like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. Thanks!